If your kid's been stuck in a reading rut, or you're just tired of having to hunt down that next perfect book every single time, they might not actually need another new story. What they might need is to step into a series. Seriously, series can be a total game changer for reluctant readers. Today, I'm walking you through why book series are one of the most powerful tools you can use and exactly how to make them work for your child. Here's why book series hit different. First, familiarity. When kids already know the characters, the style, and pace, there's way less resistance to picking up the next book. Once they finish book 1, they want to know what happens in book 2, and suddenly reading starts fueling itself. Plus, fewer choices means less overwhelm. No more endless browsing through shelves or scrolling through websites. You've got a series ready to roll, and that's a gift for both of you. Plus, each book they finish is a confidence boost. They start seeing themselves as readers who complete things, and that builds real momentum. Series also brings structure through uncertainty. Even if your days are all over the place, a series gives your child something familiar to return to. That sort of consistency helps anchor their reading habit. Success builds on success. Take JD, for example. We're powering our way through the second Percy Jackson series, Heroes of Olympus. And because we're both dying to know what happens next, it keeps our bedtime routine on track, no matter whether we've had a chill day or a busy one. And it keeps us moving forward through the bedtime routine, because we've got the next chapter or 2, okay, sometimes 3, to look forward to. There's no wasting time trying to find something to read, no pulling teeth to get him involved in the bedtime reading, or worse, forgoing bedtime reading altogether, because there's nothing to read. There's an entire series for us to enjoy. The path is clear and it's just smooth sailing ahead. Okay, so you've picked a series. Now what? Keep it low pressure. Just read book 1. If they enjoy it, slide into book 2. No drama, no big choices, just smooth transitions. If you need help figuring out the best series to start with, I've got you covered. Be sure to grab the Binge-Worthy book list. The link is in the description. It has over 30 recommended book series to try, broken down by grade level. Okay, once you've found a series that works, try anchoring reading time around the series. Say something like, let's read a chapter of Wild Robot before bed tonight. It builds the routine without feeling forced. Now, if you want to take advantage of a series even more, add mini goals. Challenge them. Let's finish 3 books in 2 weeks. Watch their excitement build like it's a game. Just make sure your challenge is realistic. For example, Heroes of Olympus is a pretty hefty series. We'd have to be reading morning, noon, and night to get through 3 books that quickly. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd love to do that, but I have to ask myself, is that really realistic? Now, for those kids intimidated by longer books, here's a pro tip. Pair a physical book with an audiobook, or even better, set aside time to read with them. Who knows? You might just get as invested as they are in the story, like I am with Heroes of Olympus. Sometimes I honestly question if I'm more interested in it than JD, but it helps make reading a non-negotiable for me. Even on those long days when the boys have been driving me nuts, and I'd rather just call it a night, whether they follow along with the audiobook or cuddle up with you for a shared story time, it builds stamina. That combo makes reading easy and fun. And if you still need help picking a series, episode 3 is all about finding your child's just right book and branching out from there, so be sure to give it a listen. Once you know their reading level and what interests them, series become your secret weapon. Okay, let's spotlight a few of my favorites and a couple that were recommended by friends. For our early readers, kindergarten through 1st grade, these books are great for kids just getting the hang of reading. They're short, fun, and full of repetition that helps build confidence. First up, you've got Elephant and Piggy by Mo Willems. Elephant and Piggy are the dream team of beginner books. They're known for their expressive characters, funny dialogue, and easy-to-read structure. They're great for building fluency without it feeling like work, and they're sure to make your young reader giggle. You might also know this author from Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus, which is another great series of picture books to check out. Then there's School of Monsters, which is written by Sally Rippin. This series offers phonics-friendly writing, quirky illustrations, and just enough weird and wacky monster mayhem to keep new readers coming back for more. Both of my boys have absolutely loved them, not to mention there's a fun tutorial in the back of each book teaching you how to draw the main character to get your kid even more excited and invested in the characters. Also by Sally Rippin, you have Billy B. Brown and Hey Jack. They mix everyday adventures with short chapters that gently build confidence. And the best part, Billy and Jack make appearances in each other's series, so you can easily jump between the two for double the reading fun. There's also series that follow the characters for older readers if you can't get enough of them. Another added bonus is that Sally Rippin wrote these books and the School of Monsters series with dyslexia in mind, which means there aren't any hyphenated words and sentences don't carry over to the next page, making them much easier to follow. And a fun fact, Sally Rippin's son is dyslexic and she's very passionate about the neurodivergent crowd. Cat Ninja is another favorite in our house. It's graphic novel meets superhero. It offers fast-paced visuals, funny action, and short scenes that keep reluctant readers hooked. Now, if graphic novels aren't your thing, check out Epic. They have the whole collection with the read-aloud option so your kid can follow along. Dragon Masters is perfect if they're ready for fantasy with a little adventure. You've heard me mention before that these were early favorites for JD, and Hunter's loving them now too. They're still coming out with new books every 6 months or so you can build anticipation, and there's already over 20 books in the series, so there's plenty to keep you busy for a while. They've got slightly longer storylines, but have short illustrated chapters, which makes them an excellent bridge for those getting ready for real chapter books. All right, now let's move into growing readers. I'm talking 2nd and 3rd grade. These books are perfect for kids that are ready to take off with early chapter books. They've got just the right mix of excitement and easy to follow plots. First up, Magic Treehouse. These books are classics for a reason. You might even recall these books from your own childhood. This series blends time travel and real-world moments that spark curiosity. The I Survive series is one I've mentioned a bunch on this podcast. We love it because it brings history to life in fast-paced fictional accounts that even hesitant readers often devour. You also get invested in the characters, and you're dying to know how everything pans out, even though the name of the series is a giant spoiler alert. They offer a ton of action with a side of, wow, that really happened? Next, we have the Bad Guys series. These graphic novels are full of humor and snark, giving reluctant readers a clever visual boost as they follow a group of not-so-bad villains that are trying to do good. You might be familiar with them from the movie version. It actually helps when they already have a feel for the characters, too. Unicorn Academy is a super fun series with short, accessible chapters. In the series, each student is matched with their very own unicorn. Every book follows a different pair, and the stories are packed with themes like friendship, courage, and that little spark of magic that makes believing in yourself feel totally possible. If your kiddo's into fantasy or anything unicorn related, this series is a must. And last but not least, Judy Moody. She's got big energy, bold ideas, and she navigates everyday school life in a way that totally clicks with kids this age, especially those that are craving just a little more edge than early chapter books. Okay, now on to the 4th and 6th grade crowd. These are the readers that are a bit more independent and ready to dive into deeper characters and storylines that really stick with them. This is middle grade fiction at its finest, and there are so many binge-worthy series to choose from, but I'll take a moment to just highlight a few. Wild Robot is a thoughtful, beautifully written series about a robot learning to survive in the wild. This series is great for kids who like a little heart mixed with adventure. Percy Jackson and the Olympians offers Greek mythology, laugh-out-loud moments, and epic quests. And if your kiddo loves these, Rick Riordan has 4 other series and some additional add-ons to the Percy Jackson and Olympian series for them to enjoy. So tons of fun ahead. The Babysitter's Club is a timeless throwback that still works. Friendship, entrepreneurship, and all the tween drama, which is still totally relatable today. Next, we have the Mysterious Benedict Society. If your kid loves puzzles, mysteries, and a super smart cast of characters, this one is gold. And last but not least, Wings of Fire brings you epic dragon battles, rich dragon lore, fantasy, and a high-stakes narrative that keeps kids turning pages past bedtime. All right, that's just a taste of what the Binge-Worthy book list has to offer, so be sure to head to the link in the description to grab yours today. And here's my challenge to you. Pick one series. Give it a 1 to 2 week test run. Read the first book and build it into your daily rhythm. See if it clicks. If it does, dive into book 2 and keep going from there. If you can't get traction though, it's time to give another series a try, and that's okay. Repeat until you find your just right series. Series means you're not having to reinvent the wheel every time. They give you and your child a shortcut, a clear path forward that gets easier with every book they finish. It's all about progress, not pressure. One book after another, momentum builds, and that's when reading becomes a habit, not a chore. Next week, we're talking about something a little unexpected, how movies can actually help your child get more excited about books. Yep, you heard me right. And we're leaning into screen time in a good way. I'll share how book-to-movie pairings can boost confidence, spark interest, and even support reluctant readers who struggle with visualizing stories. Plus, I've got a list of kid-approved titles you'll want to add to your watch and read queue. Don't miss it. Looking for more details? There's a full blog post with extra tips and resources for each episode. You'll find the link for this week's blog post in the description.